All right. So we got a degenerosity video. This video is about Ye. 10 minutes. Got me some food on the way, you know what I'm saying? So I thought, hey, why not we just talk about watch a little video about Ye, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy Rose Q, also known as the Rose Hashira, also known as RoseyShades, my nigga, coming at you with another video. Hope y'all enjoy this one. And shout out to Degenerosity. It's one of my new favorite YouTubers right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
My parents, for some reason, they look and sound different. Like Kim and Kanye.
When did this happen on Disney?
Hi, Charlotte.
Obama! I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney.
They motherfucking made the Twitch double the size.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody say, bro. My nigga, my nigga Ye is the GOAT. I'm sorry. The discography is just so fucking crazy. That man once said, "What genius isn't insane?" I don't know.
Trying to make us fat. We know I can't say that.
The Fortnite default skin is crazy.
It was a Jewish doctor.
This is Kanye West, rapper, fashion designer,
GOAT.
billionaire, a public figure that doesn't need any introduction at this point. But in case if you haven't heard of music before, let me introduce you a little bit. Kanye West is an acclaimed rap musician, started in the late 90s, producing tracks for people like D. Dot and Foxy Brown. Then later on in the year 2000, he started to work with Jay-Z's label, Rockefeller Nation, signing with them as a producer, producing for Zed and other label artists. But Ye was looking at the bigger picture. During this time, he was going around trying to get signed as a rapper, but labels ain't take him seriously, cause he ain't portray a gangster image in his raps. So nobody trying to sign him. But Rock ain't trying to lose him, so they signed him as a rapper instead. Kanye then starts to work on his debut album, The College Dropout, gets into a car accident, makes a song about it. It becomes a hit when he drops the album.
Crazy.
Then he makes Jesus, and then the rest is history.
Yep.
There. Was that informative? That was so half-assed. I don't know, I got all that from Wikipedia. Kanye West is famous because he released some albums that made people go, woo! And released some clothes that made people go, woo! And said some things that made people go, ugh. While some other people reacted like, woo! Kanye is a difficult person to understand, and he's even more difficult to relate to. Like his fans, which I have to display.
Me personally, I don't agree to everything that Kanye says, but I can understand where he's trying to go with things he say. It just doesn't come out right. And so when it comes out to the public, it just looks weird. And then it doesn't help when the public goes, oh yeah, he has a mental disability, you know. We have to understand that maybe, you know, he's just not having a good day. Maybe he having a breakdown right now. So you know what we should do? Let's make fun of him and say he's insane for the 50th time. Bro, we know he has, like, what, bipolar disorder? I never really got that shit.
Pleasure to be,
and I'm autistic, so I'll be I'll feel annoyed and people just be like, oh, he's autistic, we can't, you know, like he's gonna act out. Bitch, I can control it. That's not like bro, like maybe not, but like, bitch, don't act like you know how my disability works. You don't fucking got it.
Being one of them. And if you're new here, hello, hi, I go by D. And if you look through some older videos, I got this man's meat in my mouth. But I haven't made a video on him for quite some time. 2 years, damn! And a lot has been done and said by this man since that time off. He's released a new album, he's released a new wife, and he has said some things that have not had the public look at him too greatly. Other than these two kind of people. And I have thoughts and opinions on these like any other person. But I wanted to wait until, like, you know, new music dropped. I thought like him saying all.
Hey, what y'all think about that Vultures? I thought the album was fire. I'm not gonna hold you. The We Don't Trust You album, that was fire. I Don't Care About No Drake tracks. Tyler Creator's album, the estate sale, fire to me. I just got a new vinyl of two. I just got another Tyler vinyl. I got a Flower Boy vinyl. So I'm getting my nice collection together. I'm going to start collecting more music vinyls. Should I make a vinyl review channel? Or like, I don't know. On Throwing Rose Shades, we're going to make it like a gaming music channel. So I'm thinking like any music I'm going to react to in the future, I might put it on that channel. Check out throwing RoseyShades. I'm gonna be putting gameplay, all types of shit on there. Like, I should make a disclaimer in the middle of videos.
All these things were just gonna be like a passing thing, you know. I didn't want to be like, you know, trendy on the top. And I feel like I've grown more. You know, I have one ball in my stomach instead of two. So I will have a better, more mature adult opinion on Kanye now. So in this video, I wanted to talk about my thoughts and understandings of Kanye's most popular statements, and also his new music, of course, and how his statements have affected his old, new, and future music, and how I feel about being a Kanye fan still. And I've told you, I've grown more, bro. I've grown. And as long as I'm not talking about these albums, then I shouldn't ride too much. Now, Kanye has stated many things within the past recent times as of late. He has said he loves his family. Aww. He said he loves God. And he said he loves food, man. He's just relatable. But he's also spread his love to some less deserving people. And I thought that was a little weird, you know. Out of everybody who's ever lived, you gotta say him. This ain't Quiplash. You ain't gotta say the most controversial answer to get more votes on your side. But he's Christian, you know. Maybe he's in that everyone is someone to love, I have no enemies type beat, you know. I've seen it before with peeps I know. He's just trying to have a...
Like, okay, if like, that's what I'd be thinking, like, as a fan. Like, maybe he's just, like, on this era, like, you know, everyone on the planet is a human being type shit. Like, we're all capable of mistakes. We're all capable of being villains. But we're all capable of being heroes type shit. It's just hard when you mention, like, one of the worst niggas in history. It's just so hard. And it's like, damn, I'm a Kanye fan still. Like, I love his music. But it's like, Kanye as a person is like, I don't know. I feel like you would have to personally know him to, I guess, personally understand. Maybe I'll never meet him. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? Life is full of surprises, but it's like, it's just so hard to put into words. It's like, you can tell he's not trying to be malicious, but the shit he says is like, it just sounds crazy. Like,
pure of heart and oh no.
What did I say?
He's just trying to have a pure of heart and oh.
I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I was going to DEF CON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposes your agenda.
Oh no. Maybe he mentioned him because of a different reason? Oh, what? Who's his presidential campaign manager? Let me do a little bit of research on him. Oh. I remember the media having a field day with Kanye because of this. Bro was saying stuff that should never leave the game chat. He ain't never said nor done something as egregious before. So as a Kanye fan,
I don't know. I doubt it because let's think about it. Remember the whole Taylor Swift thing where he ran on stage and he was like, hey, she cool, but fuck her. Beyonce should have won the award. Like, remember that shit? Everyone thought that shit was crazy. Oh my god, Kanye's so rude. He really got drunk off of Henny, and he said like another artist was better than Taylor Swift and blah blah blah. Like, what? Regular people say that artists is better than other artists every day. I thought that shit was dumb, and even though I was younger around that time that shit happened, I still thought the same way. Like, my nigga, all he said was that this artist was better than this artist. And people treated it like he's saying some wild shit like he's saying right now. Like, they were acting like, oh my god, he's so disrespectful to Taylor. How could he do that? Oh my god. All he did was get drunk off of Henny and do one bad thing. And then out of nowhere, they hated him so bad that Kanye had to leave, go onto an island in Hawaii or some shit, and that's when he made Dark Twisted Fantasy. We all know the story.
I was stressing. People kept pointing, saying, this your mans, and all I could say is, Not even Kanye fans were able to conduct a BS claim like, bro, he ain't mean it like that. He meant that African Hitler guy, yeah. Nah, all we had was graduation. He made graduation. And for most fans, that was more than a good enough cope. But not as much for me, because I'm used to Ye saying crazy stuff, but not this crazy. Like, I love Adam Sandler movies. I can't have him disrespect another GOAT like that. Plus, doing all this, combined with all that teasing for Donda 2 to never officially drop, a little annoying. And with me thinking...
And then, not only that, when he did Donda 2, I think live, the sound was fucked up. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna be surprised if Kanye killed his sound guy, because I would have killed the same fucking dude. Bro, we are in front of thousands of people. We probably did this shit, like, I'm assuming Kanye rehearses. So we did this shit like over 100 times, my nigga, and somehow the sound is fucked up. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, the great. It sounded like there was off tune. There was no effects. Like, Kanye mic was fucked up. Cardi mic was fucked up. I would have been mad as fuck if I was Kanye. I ain't gonna hold you.
In all this, I still bump all his past music. Nothing had me stumped of that. I still thought it was goated. Just maybe some lyrics aren't as relatable anymore. I just wanted him to get better. And what I didn't want was his new mindset to leak into lyrics of his future music, you know. That would be bad. Plus, he since watched 21 Jump Street and no longer hates Jewish people. And released an apology, all in Hebrew, on his Instagram. And you know how internet apologies always get forgiven no matter what? Maybe we can all move on past this bad episode. So now he's dropped Vultures after a million listening parties and a trilogy for the album being announced that may or most likely not happen.
There's nothing.
The album actually dropped and the internet
Oh god, there's nothing, bruh. But damn. The album was fire as fuck.
reacted. They went nuts. Every comment section in TikTok I've seen was, oh, this is album of the year. This is awesome. Best thing Kanye released this decade.
Oh god, I'm telling you. How anti-Semitic, got this fucked up Jewish bitch. Like, I'm sorry. Kanye got us again. I'm starting to think, bro. The only reason Kanye says wild shit is because he knows everybody is going to hate him. He knows everybody is going to say, Kanye is once again fucked up. He fell off. He's saying crazy shit. He's insane. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. He's bipolar. Blah, blah, blah. And as soon as he drops an album with the amazing choreography design, audio design, like all types of effects and artists, he drags together into like this one perfect picture. Suddenly nobody cares anymore. So it's like he already knows, my nigga. Like that's why I'm like, should we even hate Ye anymore? He does this shit every time. He did the like I said, he did the same shit with Taylor. Everyone hated him and thought he was the worst man on the planet Earth and drove him off the internet and TV. And as soon as he went to Hawaii, he came back with My Dark Twisted Fantasy. Everyone's like, oh yeah, this nigga Kanye is no joke. What's the point?
I would bend over for Ye. While critics were like, meh, which made Kanye stands ride even harder. Like, I have never seen something so critically and audientially split since, well, most modern day MCU movies. But put aside these opinions, what do
I don't care what nobody say. All modern day Marvel movies right now, after the original, 11, 12 movies, after Infinity War or whatever, ass. Pure garbage. Throw them all away. Except for Spider-Verse. That doesn't count because it's an animated movie. We're talking about live action, period. All of them fucking suck. I don't care. Including the series. They was just, was it really needed? Loki and Loki Season 2, I kind of liked it. But the rest, you can throw that bullshit away. We don't care.
Modern day Nostradamus to the modern world, feels about the album? I thought it was alright. Let me start with this. I think the production on this album is great. Almost every song on here delivers an instrumental to write home about. Back to Me, the drums on that track are just Kanye in the back of Peg going
Or in that one song like, her body like the Wild Wild West. Bro, that's beating Will Smith's Wild West. Remember that shit? He made that whack ass song for Wild Wild West. Bro, I'd rather listen to Kanye's version. Her body like the Wild Wild West.
Makes me feel I'm walking inside a scene in a nightclub directed by Sam Levinson.
I'm just here to get paid. I'm just here to get paid. Yeah, like, bro, that shit fire.
In a good way. And Problematic's instrumental is just wow. And I can say this for almost every track. In my opinion, the production goes past
I'ma take all my ballies, throw my dick a party. Bro, like that nigga was talking.
both J.I.
I'm sorry, am I me riding?
I love the production in this album. Now, unfortunately, I have to move on to the lyrics, which I think is the major detriment for this album. And Kanye is the reason for that. Like I said, I love Problematic's instrumental. It's beautiful. But the lyrics on that is like, oh, good Lord. Keep a few Jews on staff now. I'm Ye Kelly, bitch. I'm Bill Cosby, bitch. I'm Puff Daddy Rich. That's me too, rich.
Look. In the defense of my nigga Ye, the lyrics make sense with what the fuck is going on. Because let's think about it. If we break down this bar and take it seriously, let's ignore all the other shit and look at the bar. In the terms of the context of itself of the bar, right? I think what Kanye is trying to say is that we now live in an era where obviously, depending on what you do, people are going to label you. Me Too is going to get you. You're going to get fired, canceled. We already know the whole rigmarole of like how the modern day internet now works. Like, bro, if you got some old tweets, it's over for you. If you got old Instagram DMs that people can find, it's over with. If you have old Skype DMs with a minor, it's over with. Same shit, different, like anything. So they started throwing these labels and calling Me Too. So that's why Ye, because he's a man who gets many labels because of his actions, no matter what he does, whether it's running on stage drunk or whether it's saying some crazy things about Mustache Man, they're gonna give him labels. So now that in turn is the reason why he wrote the bar like, now I'm Ye Kelly bitch, now I'm Bill Cosby bitch, now I'm Puff Daddy rich, it's me to me rich. Like, because he's getting rich regardless of any label you throw at him. You can say anything.
When I was 15, my soulmate wasn't born yet.
I'm not sure about that one.
Not racist. It's a preference.
Yeah, I feel like this one was just simply, I think it's because people kept saying that Kanye was suddenly racist because he got with a white woman instead of somebody like Kim, but is Kim black or white?
Slow down, you on your way to an overdose. Pussy's text
Getting
getting way too
emotional.
emotional. That shit goes.
I thought he said emotional. I did not know that nigga typed in emotional. I thought that nigga said emotional.
Hard. What am I talking about? And his verse on Back to Me, I have to admit, it's at least funnily bad, but I cannot say the rest on the other bad lyrics. And when he's not talking about his controversies, he's talking about status, women, God, you know, some normal Kanye topics. But Kanye, for me at least, on these songs sounds a little half-baked, like he not really trying lyric-wise. I feel like he has the mindset that he's proved what he's proved and said what he said, and he's so big at this point, everyone will listen anyway. Not saying...
I feel like maybe, you know, Kanye just threw that little shit out because I don't feel like Kanye can be into his true potential, and maybe I might be wrong, maybe somebody in the comments can disagree with me on this one. I feel like Kanye, right, as an artist, can't really be at his true full potential like he was back in the day because of the media. Anything he does or says is met with like criticism, and of course it's going to be because he keeps saying crazy shit, because he keeps getting these scenarios where he says something, or the political spectrum makes him want to say something but he says it in the wrong way, and now it's all weird. And then, like, not to mention, because of his behavior, that makes other artists who worked with him in the past now want to work with him because maybe they have things in their own lives, or they just don't think it's a good look to work with Kanye. So it's kind of hard to, you know, produce when so many of your resources are getting cut off and there's so many things you want to do. And let's be honest, Kanye is a family man now. Like, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be focused on music for not that long. Like, we have to assume, you know, eventually an artist is going to get old enough where they just start dropping off, bro. They already been doing this shit. Kanye, and I agree, Kanye did prove himself. He's not a bad artist. Definitely not. But it's just like, you know, maybe times are changing. And, you know, this is just Kanye's new sound, because what I like about Kanye's albums is that they don't stick to the same sound. I like Tyler Creator, for example, because he doesn't stick to the same sound every album. I like A$AP Rocky because every album is not the goddamn same. Like, I like artists that don't make album after album just the same thing over and over and over again. I need some substance. I need storytelling. I need every album to feel like a different movie. Like, if I slide in Flower Boy and then slide in Igor, these are two different movies, clearly. If I slide in Call Me If You Get Lost and then I slap on some old shit like Goblin, these are two different people at this point. Like, You know what I mean? So if I swap in Graduation and then Vultures Kanye, these are clearly two different people. So I feel like he's, trying to do things, and I appreciate it.
And that's what he's really thinking, but it feels like that. Because Kanye is always having like an infectious flow, catchy, showing so much charisma and personality, even when the lyrics are goofy. Now they're quotable for the wrong reason. And as much as I would love to believe this Reddit post saying there's deeper meaning to the Alvin and the Chipmunk lyrics, I just don't think it's true. And even though these lyrics are pretty they rarely completely ruin the song for me. Like on Fuck Something. The song still goes hard. And the features on this album go crazy. Freddie did his thing.
The Freddie Gibbs, all the features went fucking dumb. That's why I'm like, I can't really hate this man. He keeps, like, is it glazing? If a nigga keeps making art every single time, no matter how many times we hate him, like, can I really be mad, my nigga? Like, I can't be mad if the nigga make good music. I just can't. Like, even if he's like obviously not trying, bro, it's still good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn, I'd rather play this shit than All the Dogs or something, or I'd rather play this than some Sexy Red on the radio. No cap. Like, I'm just saying, like.
Dirk. Northwest did great. She definitely got Drake's kid running for his money and making X's kid sweat bullets for his release, because you know he eventually gonna do it too. Of course, Cardi. My Cardi. If there's a heaven on earth, I've heard it, because him on Carnival combined with that godly instrumental, chef's kiss. Oh, and Ty Dolla $ign was.
Bro, Carnival was so fucking good. Oh my god. She ride my dick like a carnival. Like, bro, best track.
Chef's kiss. Oh, and Ty Dolla $ign was there too. So what do I think on everything?
Ty Dolla $ign was fire.
The album and trying to understand Kanye. Well, the album may have its ups and downs, good songs and bad songs, and overall bad Kanye.
What album doesn't have good or bad songs in it? Let's just be honest. Most albums have a couple good songs, but we're not really saying, oh, like, I love Travis Scott. I love all his albums, right? But I can admit there's some songs in there where I'm like, I'm skipping this shit. I'm not listening to this. I want to get to the other Travis Scott content. I like those. I like the chill and the hype tracks. And then maybe there's one where it's like, I don't know. I feel like he's doing too much. That's normal. Like, you're not going to like every song the artist makes.
Lyricism. Oh, it was okay. I definitely love the production of this album, and it's definitely the main reason why I keep coming back to it. But the lyrics, or at least mostly Kanye's lyrics, have already aged badly on release. I don't know how replayable this album will be a year from now. Maybe even Jesus is King will be more replayable. I don't know. And when talking about trying to understand Kanye, I could discuss how Kanye's lyrics and statements can negatively affect the Jewish community, feeding the racist minds of bigots and the impressionable youth, with him repeatedly bringing up and low-key bragging about his anti-Semitic remarks and how terrible it is of him to do that. But, check out this cool monkey. Yeah, I love Kanye and I still love his music as a fan, but like I'm done defending him as a person. And in the case of Vultures 1, a musician too. I just hope he get better mentally, man, and also hire some ghostwriters for Vultures 2 and 3. And I'll still be a fan, but I don't think I'm gonna be standing no more, bro. Don't get me wrong, I'm still for separating art from the artist. I still apply that for Kanye. But when an artist puts their controversial thoughts in their music and bragging about it, like what Kanye does in King, the argument kind of fizzle out. It's too much work, especially now.
I mean, I don't know. I personally like the track of King because I feel like it was just Kanye trolling. Because we both know, Kanye knows, the world knows, we keep doing the same shit over and over again. And a lot of people don't notice it, but I maybe a lot of people do. I do. Some people notice, some other people don't. Every time Kanye gets into a controversy, he releases another album and people just forget all about it because the album is so crazy. It has features that we're all excited for. And Kanye at first apologizes basically and acknowledges the controversy and all this other shit. And when all things is said and done, 9 times out of 10, people completely forget about the controversy because Kanye released some great tracks. That's why I'm like, what is the point of constantly getting mad at this man for saying wild shit? He's always going to say wild shit. He's been saying wild shit since the very beginning of his career on his albums. Like, he'll have some wild ass sex bars. Like, bro, I still remember the one of the many wild things like he said was like on that Bound Like he gonna feel like an asshole. Like if he gets stains on his t-shirt type shit. Like he's been saying wild shit. Now, of course, I can't really defend him as a person because everyone makes mistakes and says wild things. I'm sure he doesn't mean it, but I can't defend it because it's like I'm not gonna be one of those dudes like, oh, well, maybe he means this, he means that. I don't know. I feel like Kanye is trying to say something not as malicious, but he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe it's because he's bipolar. Maybe he's stressed out. Maybe he genuinely needs mental help. Who knows? I don't know. I just think we can't really say because none of us know who he is as a person. So
What am I defending? A few good beats and Cardi? I mean, I know that's all a man really needs, but come on. And don't get me wrong, I'm still ride or die, bro. I literally went to the New York listening party, bro. Nosebleed seats. I barely saw anything, but I still loved it. I'm still riding. It's just that I arrived at my stop. And I'm willing to get back on when Kanye finally gets his stuff together. Or if Vultures 2 and 3 so happen to be better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's the only ways. I'ma still...
I don't know. If Vultures 2 or 3 is better than My Dark Twisted Fantasy, you know what, my nigga, we'll see because I'm gonna react to it. Fuck it. Because by then, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm probably gonna be already my, let's say, I'm be in my new recording area. Y'all gonna see.
Still stick my nose in his beans if he says something stupid again. That's just the part of me that can't mind his business. Everybody has that. Anyways, I've been yapping too much. 21 Savage's album is the best album of the year so far, and Yeat's album's also better. And in conclusion,
I don't know. I hated the Yeet one, but it was cool.
She ride it like a carnival. Bend her over, have a flashlight. She got.
I don't know. I still like me some Kanye, boy. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga, that Vultures is still good to me. I'm sorry. That Vultures is still good to me.